Hi everyone, my name is Raymond Burns. I'm a high school science teacher, and today I'm going to be talking about how much money I made my first year in Teachers Pay Teachers. So I got into Teachers Pay Teachers because as a teacher I get the summers off, and I just felt like I didn't want to just have some random part-time job, didn't want to just be making $13 an hour somewhere. And I felt really passionate about teaching, and I felt like I was a pretty good science teacher, and there was a lot I could contribute. So I wanted to do something I was passionate about, where I'm helping other teachers, helping other people, helping other kids. So I started to look into Teachers Pay Teachers more. So I'm going to be talking about how much money I made and also some tips I had along the way. And my first tip is looking at other people who are successful at Teachers Pay Teachers. And I'm going to show you one example. So I was looking through Teachers Pay Teachers, and I was looking at people who are successful in it. And since I'm a high school science teacher, I teach physics. I was looking at one person, Miss Raz, chem class, and I was looking at her and I see, oh wow, she's pretty successful. She's teaching something similar to me. So I wanted to learn, what was she doing correctly? What was she doing right? And how can I do something similar? So I was looking at her page, maybe stalking it a bit. I looked at her Facebook page and saw how well she was doing. And I contacted her. And we were able to Skype together. And she gave me a lot of great tips. She answered all my questions, and she kickstarted me into making my own Teachers Pay Teachers store, which was great. From then on, she really helped me out whenever I had questions or anything like that. So when I look at my first month, when I first sold my first product, it was actually July 17th, 2018. I couldn't believe it. I honestly thought someone was playing a joke on me. I thought, is this a joke? Is Teachers Pay Teachers buying my own product? What's going on? I couldn't believe it. And that's when I made my first sale. My wife made a nice little sign for me, and that was pretty cool. So this is my first month. You can see July 17th was my first sale, $2.42. It says I made $83, but actually this purchase here was made by one of my friends, so it's around $35 I made the first month. So my friend bought some and then got me some nice reviews. So that just, helped kickstart it. I don't do that anymore, but that's what helped me to kickstart it. And this was pretty cool. So in my first month, I remember I was working on one product. This is my first product that I have, Introduction to Physics. And I remember I spent over 10 hours on this product. I already had it. I already made it for my class. I use it every year. But just to make it pretty, to make it usable for any other teacher, it took me over 10 hours to do. So when I was doing it, I remember I made it and I sold it 2 times, and I was telling my friends I was so excited, and I was like, yeah, I made it. And then I made this much money, and he was laughing at me. He was like, oh my God, you're making less than $1 an hour. And that's semi-true. I am making less than $1 an hour. However, over time, now I've sold this product over 95 times. So I'm making now, if you calculate it, I'm making $47.50 an hour. And I'm sure through time, I will be making $10,000 off of this product, at least, and that was just from 10 hours of work. So when you make something, you really got to put a lot of time into it, making it pretty, making it universal, making it easy to do. And then you get great reviews and you just get more and more products being sold. So that was my first month where I made around $35. In my second month, this was in August, I couldn't believe it. I made $277.64. I was like, what? Who is buying this? I have no reviews. I have nothing. And why are they buying it? I felt like I made great products and the students always loved my labs and everything that I was doing. But I was just so surprised. So I made $277 and it was great. I felt really happy with it, and that's how it was going. I learned later on that August is one of the more popular months. Later on, this is September now. September I made $242. Very happy about that too. Couldn't believe it. This is also when I started teaching. I started working in September. So as I was presenting the material to my students, I was also trying to put it onto Teachers Pay Teachers at the same time. So, I wasn't wasting time. As I would present to the students, I would also put on Teachers Pay Teachers. And I had around 10 products now. Also, during that time, when I would put it on, even though I had all this material, it would take around 7 hours for me to make it nice and universal for any other teacher to use. So I was working really hard that year, whenever I was presenting something, also trying to put it on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it just took a lot of time to make it nice and easy. After that, the next month started to slow down a bit, 144, but definitely very happy. And I also noticed that as I was doing this, I was becoming a better and better teacher because my worksheets were more precise and the students were able to understand it better. I was able to present the material better because I was trying to also sell it to other teachers. So I was becoming a better teacher as I was selling things on Teachers Pay Teachers. So that was also great for me. So this is October, and then November, 153. I was doing something around here, and then December hit. I made $39, and I was like, oh, I was freaking out. I'm like, okay, this is the end of me. Like, no one's ever gonna buy my product anymore. But what I learned is December is one of the slowest months. No one really buys anything in December, I think, because like Christmas and things like that. So no one really buys anything during December. That's kind of like what I learned. After that, throughout the rest of the year. So this is from July to July again. So in my first year, I made $2,104. Okay, you can see this is how much I was making at the beginning, July, and then August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. And it was probably around like $170 a month-ish. It's slow around the summer and December time. So that was interesting. I've continued to do it. I've done a total of like 1.5 years. And so far, I've made a total of around $5,000. And what's interesting to see here is this is my first year, going from June to June again. But what you're going to notice is my second year, I'm making around 2 or 3 times as much as I made the first time. You can see again, December is low, just like December is low over here. And it's like July slow, and then August boom, and then September boom. So it's kind of like the same. It's just grown 2 or 3 times as much. So it's pretty interesting. I'm pretty happy with it. I'd say I'm probably like in the middle range of how teachers do during their first year of selling on TPT. But a few things that I'm doing now is, I'm trying to create like a physics channel where I kind of explain labs, doing projects and things like that. I'm trying to grow that. And I feel like that's also helping me to get revenue in my Teachers Pay Teachers. But also I'm helping a lot of teachers a lot. So even if they don't buy my product, I feel happy that I'm showing teachers how they could be making better material and things like that. I also recently made a Facebook page. So this Facebook page, there's not too much on it, but it shows some of my products and some things that I'm interested in. So I'm trying to get like more advertisement and also just helping teachers out with this Facebook page about physics and things like that. In the future, I'm hoping to be able to do more things with like Pinterest or Instagram, being able to showcase more of the things I do as a physics teacher and advertise more to Teachers Pay Teachers. And I'm hoping at the end, maybe also like having a blog, which is something I'm also passionate about. And I'm hoping at the end that Teachers Pay Teachers will be something where I make enough income where I have like a full-time salary from it. And even though I don't want to quit or anything like that, I love teaching. I always want to be in education through the rest of my life. I want to just be free to do all the things that I want to be able to do and not be tied down to anything. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know. But I know if you start Teachers Pay Teachers, it'll only make you a better teacher and just gives you more drive, which is great to have for the kids to see and for just to experience. All right, thanks for watching.